already. Yeah, I'm not sure if I educate you now, but it's not before they go on the pitch that they are just laying in bed 24 hours a day. They also come to the training ground and do their gym work and do their rehab already. So, but I think it's nice for him to go on the pitch. It's nice for us to see him there because there's still enough work to be done. But you do know as a player, you arrive in the final stages of your rehab, where as long as you're in the gym and you're not on the pitch yet, yeah, that's not the nicest part. But next step is of course doing ball with the work, which every player likes most, and then the next step is going into the group, and then it takes a while before you're ready to play. But it's nice that rehab goes well. That's a compliment for him, but also to our medical staff.
Arne Slot, Liverpool manager, speaking ahead of this weekend's game against Nottingham Forest and talking about Alexander Isak's rehabilitation. Nobody wants to buy a player in a record-breaking fee and, see that player get injured. Isak has been injured since December, and it doesn't look like he's going to play the remainder of the season. Maybe the last couple of games of the end of the season, then we can see the best out of Alexander Isak next season. Welcome to Kickoff Sports Show. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, the Call Me Wise 9, and this morning we look at more updates coming from the world of sports, not only football, but we also look at updates coming from basketball. We look at updates coming from tennis this morning. Same as Formula One, the season is close by, and a lot of people want to see what the drivers will be bringing to the table this time around. If it is all about a defensive title, we wait to see. If it is all about coming back stronger, maybe what we are planning to see for Lewis Hamilton. Yes, I think I said it last season that I've already changed my loyalty away from Lewis Hamilton after going to Mercedes. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. Welcome on board. All right, so let us look at how things are shaping up at the Rio Open, same as other tennis tournaments, the Derry Beach Open, Qatar Open, Dubai Tennis Championship. What is ongoing at the New Delhi in India? Stefano Sakalridis is currently in top form. He defeated Rio Noguchi 6-love 6-3 this morning at the ATP Challenge. Live updates we are currently tracking. Market Gertz up against Felix Gil. It is live. Great is leading Gil 6-4 2-3 as Jay Carke is battling Oliva Crawford. Those are the live updates from that end. Now moving straight to France. Matches are going down today in the world of tennis, where Luca Van Assche will be up against Clement today by 2 p.m. Moise Coman against Naish Bassaveredi, and Jerome Kim against Thornton Drugge, as Alexander Brox is up against Benjamin Bonzi. At the Dubai Tennis Championships, WTA 1000 for the ladies, they'll be battling each other today. 2 p.m. Jessica Pegula will battle Amanda Anisimova. Elena Svitolina by 4 p.m. will take on Coco Gauff. For the Qatar Open in Doha, ATP 500, Carlo Alcaraz will take on Andre Rublev, while Arthur Fils will take on Jakob Menzik. Carlo Alcaraz's game is going down by 5:30, while by 7 p.m. Arthur Fils will take on Jakob Menzik. Well, and a quick look at more this morning, looking at how players are shaping up, most especially after their the first Grand Slam of the year. That's the Australian Open. Remember, yesterday, Yannick Sinner lost against Jakob Menzik 6-7, 6-2, 3-6. But now looking at what happened this morning at the Derry Beach Open ATP 250, Tommy Paul defeated Adam Walton this morning 7-6, 6-3. Wow, Taylor Fritz defeated Rafael Jordan 7-6, 6-4. More games to go down. Chuck Wong will take on Flavio Caboli by 7 p.m. 8:30. We have Casper taking on Sebastian Corda. Now for the Rio Open, some games have been decided, while some will be going down as well today. Earlier today, Ignacio Bos defeated João Fonseca 7-5, 3-6, 4-6. as Matteo Berrettini defeated Dusan Lajovic 3-6, 6-4, 6-2. More games to go down today. By 8 p.m., Vitko Priva battles Juan Manuel Cerindolo as Themis Osheveri battles Jaime Faria. Moving away from tennis this morning, let's go straight. Look at all the sporting stories. Look at Formula One. Well, for Formula One, remember the first Grand Prix of the year is going down next month, 6th of March to 8th, where we have drivers taking each other. But here, based on what we are currently tracking, things are looking good for some players, for some drivers. But for the likes of Max Verstappen, there are a lot of situations surrounding these players. Now, Formula One President Stefano Domenicali says he's confident Max Verstappen will not leave the sport despite the four-time world champion having recently expressed concern over regulations for the 2026 season. During his media appearance at Formula One's preseason event, Verstappen said the new cars which the sports bosses have attempted to make more sustainable are like Formula E on steroids. Now, Verstappen had said last year that if he didn't find the sport's new cars fun to drive, well, he didn't really see himself hanging around. But for some people will say there's some players who, there's some drivers that will always bring in the energy. That is how you see Max Verstappen, what Max Verstappen will be bringing to the table. But he's not having fun. He's not enjoying what he's doing. Maybe he wants to change the team. Another one. Now, let's talk about Mercedes here. Well, Kimi Antonelli continued Mercedes' impressive showing at Formula One's final 2026 preseason test by topping the timesheet as Ferrari faced further disruption on Lewis Hamilton's last day on the track before the Australian Grand Prix. After his Mercedes teammate George Russell had gone fastest on the opening day, the last of F1's three preseason events, Antonelli lowered the benchmark by further 6/10. With 1 hour, 32 minutes, 802 seconds in the evening session at the Bahrain International Circuit. I want to see the best out of Lewis Hamilton this season. Now, moving away from Formula One this morning, let's check more updates. Let's talk NBA this morning and looking at how games shaped up in the wee hours of today. Matches were decided this morning in the wee hours of today. Yeah, Houston Rockets etched Charlotte Hornets 105-101 points, with Brooklyn Nets losing 84-112 points against host Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, it was 117-point victory to 107 for Atlanta Hawks against Philadelphia 76ers as Washington Wizards defeated Indiana Pacers 112-105 points. New York Knicks lost 111-126 points against the visitors Detroit Pistons, while Toronto Raptors defeated Chicago Bulls 110-101 as San Antonio Spurs bashed Phoenix Suns 121-94 points. Golden State Warriors struggled against Boston Celtics, losing 110-121 points as Sacramento Kings lost 94-131 points against the visitors Orlando Magic, while LA Clippers defeated Denver Nuggets by whiskers of 115-114 points. Right from that end. Now, moving away from basketball this morning, let us look at updates coming from football here as we talk Nigeria Premier Football League. The decision of the league body to banish Kwara United to Abeokuta. All right, do not go anywhere. Still Kickoff Sports Show live on your Remedy Radio, dial Solutions 93.9 FM.
can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Awenia Arena Event Center?
Awenia Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they'll work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Awenia Arena really nailed it.
Yes, they did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Liberty, Okado, Ibadan, or call 0809 360 7888 or 0706 899 4970 to book your event today. Awenia Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
You fit sabi dribble o, but you no fit dribble pass malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real o.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Kickoff Sports Show still live on Solutions 93.9 FM. My name is Rodako Kunubi. Well, shout out to Ajay Bojo Yusuf live on Facebook. Joining me this morning. Remember, you can also join the family. Search Solutions 939 FM on Facebook. Click like, share, subscribe, comment. For those of you who are Kwara United fans, I want to know how you feel this morning. Remember, we were saying this yesterday. I was saying it. Looking at the statements coming from Kwara United after the Wednesday fracas that happened between the fans of Kwara United and the chairman of Rivers United, same as other fans and players, same as officials who officiated a game in the rescheduled NPFL match day 22. Now, the decision and hammer from the NPFL came out yesterday as the league body fined Kwara United 9 million naira for breaching its framework and rules during their rescheduled match day 22 encounter against Rivers United and Lorry on Wednesday. According to the league body, Kwara United failed to provide adequate and effective security, which resulted in an unauthorized persons gaining access to restricted areas. The Lorry Club were also charged for failing to ensure proper conduct for the supporters, leading to harassment and injuries to match officials and officials of Rivers United. As part of the punishment, 3 points, 3 goals have been deducted from Kwara United, accrued points, and goals for assaults on match officials. The Harmony Boys will also play the remaining home matches at the MKO Abiola Arena in Abeokuta. Well, the club has also been directed to identify the supporters who assaulted match officials and Rivers United officials for arrest and prosecutions for evidence of compliance. Well, as yesterday was 24 hours, but right now this morning it is for 24 hours. Yesterday was 48 hours. This morning 24 hours. But to be playing their game in Abeokuta for the remainder of the season, when you get to Abeokuta, well, you can say hello to Wale Soyinka or OBJ. Well, it's like everybody loves that pitch right there in Abeokuta, because I know they will want to banish Kwara United down to Ibadan, because even the pitch is still suffering or still undergoing redevelopment. So, well, Kwara United, welcome to Ogun State. Now let's go straight and talk about the Nigeria Premier Football League matches scheduled for this weekend. Well, matches are going down. It's going to be the match day 27 in the Nigeria Premier Football League, with Barrow being on the road against Warri Wolves as Wiki Tourist hosts Remo Stars on tomorrow. However, on the Sunday, it will be Kano Pillars hosting El Kanemi Warriors, Rangers International traveling to play Katsina United, Kwara United being the guest of Abia Warriors, Ikorodu City, league leaders hosting Bayelsa United, while Kun Khalifa hosts the Niger Tornadoes. Bendel Insurance will be the guest of Nasarawa United. Plateau United in the north hosts Shooting Stars, as Rivers United will be up against Aimba International at home. Now, well, for Shehu Diko, the chairman or DG for the the National Sports Commission, has been talking, saying that, well, with the way things are, the NFF is still awaiting results or decision from the Federation of International Football Association, FIFA, based on their complaints concerning DR Congo. Well, the Nigerian football team and the Nigerian Football Federation need to put the World Cup behind them, but whatever happens, they still have to take the decision and accept the decision coming from the disciplinary committee of FIFA. Well, remember, Nigeria lost against DR Congo via penalty in the final 2026 FIFA World Cup Africa playoffs last November, but for Diko, they're still holding on to something, hope.
You know, the Sport Commission actually reports to Mr. President, so we came to brief him on what we have done last year. And there are so many approvals Mr. President have given, and so we had to brief him on the stage of execution and also the plans for 2026. And so far so good. Mr. President is very happy, he's very excited with the progress, and he's still giving the unwavering support and the push that we need to be able to deliver on the mandate to create a sports economy in Nigeria. When we came in as a Sport Commission, already the World Cup issue is already virtually lost. Remember when we spoke here almost a year ago, we had 3 points out of 12, but we pushed, worked with the NFL, with everybody, and we nearly made it. We had the misfortune of penalties in the playoffs, we lost it, but we found out there are some breaches here and there, which we believe, even before we played the playoffs, that breaches, we noticed them and we already documented them. So ourselves at the NFF submitted to FIFA what we feel were the breaches against the rules and regulations, which is also part of sports. It's not being so losers, it's just what the sport it is. So the relevant bodies of FIFA are dealing with it, and we are hoping any moment we will hear their decisions, but we are confident we have the good case, but I keep saying we have put the World Cup behind us already. Whatever happens, it is what it is, but we are not looking at that. We are looking at how do you build for the next competitions, the next AFCON, the next WAFCON is next month, and what have you. You can see how we pushed the performance at the last AFCON in Morocco. Everybody was happy about it. So World Cup is a closed chapter, but yes, we have a pending legal issue to deal with. It's not within our competence to do that. Our own is to say this is what we feel was the wrong thing that was done, and we leave it. Even FIFA, it's not the FIFA deciding. There are independent bodies in FIFA who are independent of FIFA. The disciplinary committee, the ethics committee are independent bodies of FIFA. They make their decision based on what they see on the rules. And they won't tell you we are doing it tomorrow, next tomorrow. When they finish, they will tell the world. But we are confident that.
Well, Shehu Diko, everybody's confident, but saying sore losers, maybe you add that. Some saying that nobody wants to lose, but with the way situation is, make everybody just focus. Let teams play friendlies. Let teams that are doing something different get their act right. We move. That should be the word. Now let's focus on games going down this weekend. We'll go straight and talk the English Premier League. For Coach Rosenor of Chelsea is not happy with the racial slur or the racial abuse targeted towards Vinicius Jr. Well, it believes that anyone caught involved in racism should not be involved in sports.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting when anyone, and there's context that needs to be had in terms of this situation. Always there has to be context to it. What I will say, you can see any form of racism in society, let alone football, is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I cannot speak about an incident where an investigation is ongoing. I won't speak about that incident. What I would say is when you see a player upset, how Vinicius Junior was upset, normally they're upset for a reason. I've been racially abused myself. I know people have been racially abused. And what people have to understand is when you are judged for something that you should be proud of, it is the worst feeling you can ever possibly imagine. There are historical things to racism. I need to, as manager of this unbelievable football club, make my statement on it. If any player or any coach or any manager is ever found guilty of racism, they shouldn't be in the game. Shouldn't be in the game. It's as simple as that for me. But
Rising of Chelsea now looking at matches going down this weekend in the English Premier League. Leeds will be on the road against Aston Villa at the Villa Park. Brentford host to Brighton and Hove Albion. For Chelsea hosting Burnley. Coach Rosenor wants his players to be goal-getters.
100%, that's the first thing I look for in my strikers. I look for people who contribute to the team winning games of football, and Liam certainly did that against Hull, and he's done that in other games as well. So, yeah, all strikers want to score goals, of course. You know, that's why they play the game. That's what they love to do. But there's a lot more. You need 11 attackers and you need 11 defenders at all times. And Liam defends from the front amazingly well, and so does Zhao. They contribute to what has been a good record for us recently, and it has to continue.
Well, for Scott Parker, coach of Burnley, has also been talking. He has praised Rosenor, but it still feels like the team needs to do well. I mean, his team, Burnley, despite poor outing.
Fantastic football club, and obviously going up against Liam, who's done fantastically well in a short space of time there as well, and seeing him develop as a young coach, come across him when he was assistant with Wayne at Derby, so been in his company and done remarkably well at Strasbourg, going abroad, and what that feels like, certainly. So yeah, he's done and we're looking forward to the game for sure. Last time I went away from home, and we look forward to this one. Put it out of our mind now. We with a result, certainly coming off the back of such a positive result against Crystal Palace. I think we all understand where we are currently, and I felt like we dampened that noise down. It was something we could certainly build on. But that wasn't the case, and we let ourselves down in terms of the result, and we let ourselves down in the final moments of the game where you need to put the ball in the net on 3 or 4 occasions with clear-cut chances. We didn't do that really, so and it was obviously a negative result. Well, we have to put it out of our mind now. We like I said, we've gone over it. So.
Okay, so forgetting defeats, now focusing on the future. Now, looking at more matches going down this weekend, Manchester City can cut the gap more while playing against Newcastle United. But remember, Newcastle scored 6 in the Champions League playoff. Now, Crystal Palace will be up against Wolverhampton Wanderers, while Liverpool travels to play Nottingham Forest. Sunderland will be at home hosting Fulham. Tottenham batters Arsenal in a derby. And on Monday Night Football, Everton will take in Manchester United. Remember, matches are going down tonight across Europe. In France, we have a game going down where Brest will host Marseille in Germany. Mainz will take on Hamburger SV. In Italy tonight, Sassuolo will take on Verona, while in the La Liga, Elche travels to play Athletic Bilbao. What a convenient point to say goodbyes on the show, and I'll be back 2 p.m. for the Friday show today. Well, remember, this weekend, there will be election in the FCT Federal Capital Territory. And Nyesom Wike is already showing that he's a man that knows how to play the politics. Well, looking at the other side this morning, Comrade Ayadeji Adishokbe and Comrade Adedamola Lafenwa will be looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers this morning. Comrade, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Are you ready for election in FCT?
Am I?
Yes. To monitor, or is it going to be Wike don't take decision?
No, I mean, even the PDP candidate withdrew, and he
Yeah.
said he was withdrawing for APC candidate.
So now Wike they take decision.
Rainbow Coalition.
Oh, okay. But a lot of people felt like, Labour Party, ADC could just take something in the FCT election. Remember the lady representing FCT and at the Senate, and she said, "Well, let us see who owns the FCT. The FCT people will speak." Is it about FCT people speaking or Wike having his way?
Well,
with election coming on
Wike
Saturday?
is a grassroots man, is an organizer, but I want to tell you that ultimately sovereignty belongs to the people. Are they going to exercise it is another question.
That is the question. Are they going to exercise it? Will they also come out? Are we not going to see a situation where people will just sit back at home saying they are not concerned about the election in FCT?
Let's wait and see.
I don't know.
Friday.
We know there's public holiday today in Abuja, in FCT, So, but we wait to see. And brother, sorry, Afa Said, good morning to you. I know you are. Yeah, you are enjoying the Ramadan. Abi?
You say what?
You are enjoying the Ramadan.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I am.
Okay, but I don't know how happy you will be tomorrow when Manchester City, this weekend, when Manchester City plays, because I can't just wait to see you. I will go and pull out your video. When you say, Arsenal will surely win the English Premier League. With the situations are changing, but don't worry, you still have few points, maybe 1.2 points.
Still no comment.
No comment again.
No comment.
I deal with you. All right, well, guys, do not go anywhere. They'll be having more comments on the other side, looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers, what will be going down in FCT elections, more about what reactions we are getting after Mr. President also took different decisions. Here is Buju Bengtson, Kiss Daniel, Sheyi Vibes, Gagwalada. For those who never enter Abuja, now one place for Abuja be that. Like what I say, keep doing sports and stay safe.
Nicolo P, Nacolo Shins, and Nicola Mission.